Well, hello everybody. Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular is here. I have coins that I got graded by NGC. I want to go over those coins. I'm just going to show some on the screen like so, front and back, and you can kind of just shout out loud, upset your neighbors, your family, whatever the case may be. When you try to guess the grade, I'm also going to go through my kind of my experience with NGC, the good, the bad, the ugly, and kind of what I thought about the whole process and what happened to me when I had my coins graded by NGC. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. Well, hello everybody. I seek to educate and entertain through my journey of collecting coins and stacking precious metals. I encourage you to subscribe and please stay with me on this journey. I am Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular. All right, so first things first, because if it wasn't first, it would be next. And this is an 1884 Morgan dollar, looking quite good, I thought. Some of these coins I got years back, and I got them for a really, really nice price. Let's just say that. Sometimes Morgans only cost me 20 bucks, maybe sometimes a little bit more. I know the lighting is kind of an issue when you're looking at the screen right here, but do your best. I see a cartwheel. Some of these Morgans that I had, I actually put in the comments for NGC that I thought that they were proof-like. NGC, spoiler alert, said no to every single coin that I had as far as proof-like Morgans. So what do you think this one right here, 1884? What are you thinking? A few marks, definitely on the fields, the cheek. Pretty common with Morgan dollars to see that. This is an MS62. MS62. A lot of these are not so crazy high priced. I got them, like I said, for 20 bucks, and so if I only paid a few bucks here and there, it is what it is to get them graded and in slabs. Is it something necessary to have the coin in a slab? No, absolutely not. You can have a raw coin, have that in your collection, do just fine with that. I want to go a different route, have some of my coins in plastic prisons, encapsulated for all eternity. That's what I want to do. All right, this is an 1884 now. New Orleans. Had some, looks like some tape right there to her eye. Has some nice toning around the edge of the obverse and the reverse. A few little marks here and there. Interestingly enough, if you shouted it out, NGC said this was uncirculated details cleaned. They thought that this right here was a clean coin. I do see some minor lines back and forth on certain parts of the fields right here. That might be what they decided that was a cleaning mark. Argue with me all you want. I think any coin from the 1884 era there that has that bright of a luster still to it, not so much the luster, but just the look overall, that brightness, probably has been dipped at the very least. Dipping tends to not really be cleaning in their eyes, so you can get away with that. But that light abrasion right there is a no-go. Now this one right here, this 1888, I don't see any light abrasion to it. Nice toning around the edge, so I love those colors. Dark toning right around the edge. Let's get a shot at the reverse here. Black spot on the eagle's chest. Not a lot of feathers on that eagle's chest either. What are you thinking here? Still some nice toning though around the edge. And I don't like seeing light scratching indicate any kind of cleaning on this one. MS62. If you said MS62, good job. I have Morgans. I have a few older coins. I have, what else do I got? Some world coins, some gold. So stick around. It's going to be a little bit of everything in here. Here is an 1882. Love the toning on this one right here. Looks nice and dark. Fantastic. And the reverse, again, nice toning. Feathers on the chest of the eagle are slightly visible in certain lighting. You can see them right there. What are you thinking here? I like the toning. Like I said, toning is big for me. I enjoy that in a coin. Shows me that it is a silver coin. MS62 again. All right. So here we go. Let's get down to about half stack of these dollar coins, and then we'll move on to something else, and then we'll come back to them. So here we go, 1885. Lots of bag marks on her right there. You can see the cheek has a lot of chatter on her. On the fields, some stuff going on, especially on this side of the coin right here. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Some really interesting remarks about NGC in the process too, so make sure you stick around for that. You're gonna like that, and definitely let me know down in the comments what you think about any of this that goes on in this video. I like the luster. The reverse to me is way more flashy than the obverse. A lot of flash right here. What do you think? That's a nice looking side of the coin. The obverse, the front, not so much as far as all those chatter and bag marks. Still a beautiful coin. I'm talking bad about it, just trying to see what the grade would be, you know. 1885 MS61. I'm surprised about this one. You know, of course, the front is not the most beautiful coin. A lot of stuff going on right there in the cheek, as you can see. When you get close, you can see a lot going on. But it's typical for this type of coin that was in a bag, you know, rolling around and stuff. And really, it was meant for circulation. This is a coin that wasn't meant for a collector's hands. It's meant to be used. All right, what'd I say? All right, you know what? We already saw the details on that one. We're just going to go ahead and look at it, and then we'll go to some other coin. Like I said that I would do, but I haven't done yet. Nice toning. This right here, when I was going through my collection, it kind of like just jumped out at me. I was like, man, that toning is pretty. You got blues you can see right there on the edge over here by my finger. Blues, some reds, some browns, of course, purples, 1880. Unfortunately, they did not like this coin overall. And I'll show you why here in a second. Again, nice toning onto the reverse. Not a bad looking coin in my opinion, but they gave it AU details, not even BU, not even just brilliant and circulated, huh? Wow. Yeah, they gave it AU. So sometimes that toning can hide the condition of a coin, but if you start looking close, you can really kind of get to the bottom of, okay, well, there's some problems here. And that's, you know, what NGC thought. I would still call this a BU coin, but they want to say AU. I still think the strike is okay. You know, okay, it is what it is. All right, let's get to this right here. This is an interesting coin. This is a world coin. So this is 1783. And you remember maybe on one of the Coin Guy videos, I got this coin from him because he had a story where some boy came in, said that he found this on the beach, and, you know, Coin Guy bought it from him. And I was like, man, that's a cool coin right there. If it's legit, I would like to go ahead and buy that coin. And so, you know, you see the damage right here to the obverse especially. See how that? And that's kind of what happens when coins have been in salt water. And I was like, man, the chance of this being like some shipwreck coin and floating up onto the, you know, beach of Florida is an absolute possibility. It happens all the time. You can go to any kind of, you know, news outlet, like maybe just whatever, just Google coins washing up on Florida shore, and you can find stories like that. It happens all the time over here in Florida. On the reverse, a little bit of that damage right here, you can see it. So it's interesting it didn't happen to the whole coin. So yeah, I just had to get this graded. I was like, man, that's just too cool to not be. And of course, you know, NGC, without any kind of paperwork, is not going to mark whatever shipwreck it came from, but they do say that it has saltwater damage and also been cleaned, XF details. So you can see some lines right here. You know, if this has been under the water, it's got stuff on it probably, right? Somebody probably saw that and was like, man, get that off of there right there, whatever that is. Could have had coral growth on it, for crying out loud. Who knows? All right, next, another world coin. Let's go ahead and do this. This is fun. This is fun. I'm having a good time showing these to you. You know, say whatever you want about me. I wanted to get this done. These are my coins. This is what I wanted to do. All right, so right away, in the light, I see a lot of light scratching right here to this 8 real. A lot of light. This is another coin that I got from Coin Guy, if you remember. You can probably see a lot of these coins throughout videos. Not every one is from Coin Guy, but some are. Some are from other shops, shows, whatever the case may be. Some are real good coins too, in my opinion. 1897. All right, here's the other side right here. And there you go. A lot of, like I said, light scratching. This is a very, very nice coin, though, regardless of, you know, all this little light dinks and whatnots on it. Still a lot of history right here. NGC gave this MS62, so a straight grade, no problems. MS62. Very, very cool. Happy to have that in the collection. Got another US coin, and an old one, and another actually coin that was on Coin Guy's video. So here's a 1798. This is an old gal right here. 1798. You know, I just had to have this coin. Thought it was really neat. Had some problems on the back right there. You can see all these little issues going on, but still a lot of the details in the coin are very, very visible. Out and about. Looks pretty nice. No luster to it or anything like that. Even these like lines right here on the shield look great to me. Wow. So what are you thinking about this one, right? What do you think NGC would have thought about this coin right here? I just want it to be legit. That's all I really care about. I want it to be real. XF details. They said it was plugged and whizzed. Okay. So probably had some damage right here. Somebody tried to fix it and tried to, you know, scrape it a little bit, trying to kind of blend it in. But you know what? As far as problem coins, usually not my cup of tea, not something I'm going after. But this type of coin right here, because a non-problem coin, just a straight grade on something like an XF, man, those prices are up there. So getting this coin right here at basically a bargain and getting the history of the coin and just being able to look at it in my hands and now having it encapsulated so it's protected a little bit more, I love that. I love that. Happy to have it even at that grade. $17.98 large eagle dollar, XF details plugged and whizzed. It's a cool coin, cool piece of history. United States history too. Speaking of history, let's go right into the history some more. Let's do it. Here we go. This actually was on one of my Coin Guy videos. M.L. Marshall, 1863, Oswego, New York. What was neat is you can actually look it up, and I did it too. You can look up some of these old tokens and find out exactly where these stores were, who M.L. Marshall was, you know, kind of some history about him. It's fascinating what we can do on the internet, you know. Fascinating, fascinating. Fishing tackle and rare coin. That's why I had to have it. I thought, how cool is it to get a coin like that? Well, it's actually a token, but how cool. NGC graded this AU55 brown. Okay, so listen, I'll take it. It's a nice coin. Happy to have that piece of history right there. I think the survivability of coins, well, tokens of this type right here are not totally rare. You can find some of these on eBay, but this condition right here is a little bit better than normal. I'm sure there's some better ones out there. I'm sure there's plenty of worse ones out there, but happy to have that little token encapsulated. I thought that was cool. Just for fun, just so you know, when you grade with NGC, I'm just taking a quick break here. Like if you grade, for instance, like Morgan dollars, and then you grade a world coin, and then you grade like a token, they separate those, right? And let's say you throw in a gold coin too, which I did. And here, I'm going to give you an example of a gold. We'll talk about that gold one next. Here's a gold coin. Every single one is a different section within NGC. So you pay a handling fee on every single section. So let's say the handling fee is $10, which I think it actually is close to that. So I pay $40 just to have these coins in the same box go to NGC because it's now going to different sections within NGC, I guess. Different talents within NGC have to grade these coins. So tokens, world coins, and then like your, I usually like the economy grade, the cheaper grading service, and then the gold grade, all different sections, all cost an extra little bit of money. Just a way for NGC to get a little bit extra out of you, I guess, you know, whatever, it was a fun experience. All right, so next let's get to that gold that I pointed out. Here's a nice little 1903 $2.50 gold piece. So what are you thinking about that, huh? Gold holds up pretty good under a lot of stress of things going on in the environment. A little bit of luster still to it, right? A little bit of luster still to it. What are you thinking? What are you thinking on this one? NGC thought MS61, Mint State 61 on this. I'll take it. It's a nice little coin. I didn't pay MS61 pricing for it, which is kind of a pro for getting your coins graded. Sometimes, depending on where you go to a shop and you buy the coin itself as almost bullion, depending on where you go, and you don't pay for the MS61 grade. It's just a bullion coin. They're just moving it in and out. Pre-33, oftentimes you can't find it like that. I found this coin like that. And so I didn't pay MS61 prices for it. I paid more along the lines of just a little bit better than bullion for it. And now I'm happy to have an MS61 out of it. And that actually is how I get most of my coins. Just finding people that are just trying to sell them for whatever, you know, a little bit better than bullion. Here we go. Here's a 1908 $20 St. Gaudens Double Eagle. Probably my favorite coin for sure is the St. Gaudens Double Eagle. It's just a super, super pretty coin. Walking Liberty $50, also a favorite of mine. But the St. Gaudens is probably number one. Beautiful coin. No motto on this one right here, as you can see, which is the In God We Trust. It would be over there by the sun. But very, very pretty coin. It just looks like a medal, doesn't it, rather than a coin? But yeah, it's a pretty coin. What do you think in this one graded? Looks very bright, has some nice luster to it. use your expert opinions on this one. Lots of wonderful details on those feathers. Hard to find any kind of real mistakes on this one. And again, I bought this for just a little bit better than bullion, so I was happy when NGC said MS65 plus on her. Very, very cool. You know, I had some comments on some of my community posts that I made, kind of showing off this coin and, you know, asking the community what they thought. Some people actually said, a few people, MS65 plus. They actually guessed the grade correctly, which I thought was neat. That means there's some good graders out there. I also put out a question, like if they thought that, you know, companies that grade coins are kind of in the, I don't know, wallets of the big bullion companies out there, and if they grade those companies' coins better than somebody like just me. And, you know, without me giving my own opinion, a majority of people said yes, they do believe that those companies like NGC or PCGS, that they end up kind of grading big bullion better than people like me. You know, you don't want to hear that by any means. You don't want to have to hear that kind of stuff at all, because I'm just a little guy. I'll never be big bullion. So will my coins never be as great? I don't know. If you believe that sort of thing, then however you want to believe. I mean, that's unfortunately, one way or another, that's how the community sees it. So NGC and PCGS, if you hear that, you might have a little work ahead of you to make that feeling from the community go away. Anyways, here's 1893 $20 Liberty Head. A little bit different than the St. Gaudens. Not my favorite coin. I like the reverse a lot, the obverse. It's just okay. But still a cool piece of history. This is San Francisco. What do you think about this, huh? This coin upset me so bad. I'm going to show you why right here. AU details cleaned on this coin. So, sent my coins in to have graded, right? And you know it's a lengthy process, and this is going to be a little bit of a story time. But NGC reached back out to me and they said, hey, this particular coin would do okay, they believed, under the conservation little part of their business, which, you know, is like an extra $35. And they can help the coin out. They claimed that there was some residue on the coin. Now, when I looked at this coin originally, I don't remember seeing any of those little scratches all over the fields. I don't remember any kind of real big issues with this coin. It's an older coin. There were some issues for sure, but it was not too bad whatsoever. Now, NGC said, hey, I think we can do some great work if we go ahead and put this under our conservation part, pay an extra $35 to us. And I felt like my hands were tied at that point, because I was like, shoot, they got my coins. I've had them for a while. I might as well pay the $35 and just have it come back a straight grade rather than some kind of, you know, cleaned little body bag kind of coin right here. Unfortunately, I paid the $35 and it still came back with problems. So that hurts in two different ways right there. If I had just sent this coin in as is and didn't pay the $35 extra for the conservation, I would have just, you know, still got a details grade for sure, but I wouldn't be out $35. And also, like I said, I don't remember those light scratches. I wonder, and I wish I would have taken a picture of my coins. Let this be a lesson to you. Take a picture of all your coins and save them somewhere prior to you actually sending them in, and hold those pictures, because I don't remember those light scratches all over there. And I just wonder if that was done during their conservation part. I don't know. I could have overlooked it. I don't think I would have sent this coin in if I had seen those originally. I could be completely wrong. NGC, don't be mad at me for my opinion on that one. Regardless of that happening, I would do this whole process again just because it was interesting. And it gives you guys something to look at and talk about. All right, that's one more piece of gold. And I have, let's go a couple Morgans again here. What's this one? Nice toning, 1887. I like the toning around the edge. Some bag marks here and there for sure. Very common. Good strike though, I think. I mean, my opinion. Light eagle feathers on the breast. I see a lot of light scratches on this one. Looking at it now in this light right here. Don't you see those? On the fields? A lot of it, yeah. Oh, they saw it too, huh? Uncirculated, details cleaned. Yep. There you go. Can't pull one by them, huh? No. Here's a 1924 peace dollar. Okay. Some problems right there, kind of on the high cheek Some good cartwheel luster though. Dark toning, kind of a dark toning to that one. Good strike over here. Feathers look good on the eagle. Yeah, I mean, not too bad at all. Not too bad of a coin. What are you thinking on this one? Little piece dollar action. You know, I love the piece dollars. Big fan. MS61. I thought it could have eked out a 62. They say 61. They're the experts. I'm just going to have to, what can I do? You know, your hands are tied at this point, or at least mine are. All right, here we go. Here's an 1882. 1882, nice cartwheel effect. Looks nice and shiny, right? Nice and bright. If you ask my opinion, based on like how the letters look over here, how it has like kind of a different color between some of the letters, like the circles and B and R and between U, that looks like a dipped coin, if you ask me. I'm not a professional dipper. I have dipped one time a silver round just to have it on the channel, just to show the process, and that was it. I've never dipped a coin personally, but some of you out there are dippers. You believe in it, you do it. I don't. Is what it is. Different ways to do different things, right? I see a little scratch right there below "In God We Trust." Can you see that above my thumbnail? And Carson City. All right, so what do you think about this? Nice and bright, strong luster to it. Where do you think an NGC went with this one? MS64. All right, so not too bad for a Carson City. Not a rare date Carson City, but all Carson Cities are pretty valuable, so that one still has some value to it. All right, we got one more coin, and then I'll talk about some experiences that I did and did not like about NGC. This is an interesting little piece right here. Not a piece dollar, just a piece of history. A dollar gold coin. Hard to see these little tiny coins, right? And there's coins that are even smaller than this thing. Here's a nice little view right there of the reverse. I'll try to zoom, but you don't get a good look at gold usually. And this might actually hurt your grading experience right here, the way the camera picks up the gold in this zoom, but we'll try it out. Why not? 1853. Man, is that little hair on the capsule? Okay, I think it was. Whew, little fuzz. I thought they encapsulated fuzz. I was going to say, did they charge extra for that? Knowing how that company works, I bet you they would have. Anyways, what do you think about this? Can you tell? I don't know how they even grade these little tiny things. They're so small. AU58. All right. So I was just happy this thing was authentic. 1853, $1 AU58. Happy to have this little piece of history right there. I like how, look at this. When you flip it, okay, nice and straight. And then when you flip it here, crooked. Very interesting. So that's that. Let's talk about the experience. Let's put some of these out real quick. So first of all, you know, you got to have some kind of membership with NGC, which costs money, right? I think it's about $150 is what it cost me for the year-long membership. And then they give you $150 worth of credit towards the grading service. So it's kind of a wash. You get $150 for free. I ended up paying closer to the, I think it was like $500 or $600 to have all these coins graded. Yes, it's still expensive. And I think after the discount, I was at about $400 something to have these coins graded. So that's just me telling you what it is, not giving my opinion on it so much. It is what it is. I actually got a $10 discount though, because I am an ANA member, and ANA members get a $10 reduced subscription to or membership with NGC one time. So I was definitely saving as much money as I possibly could. Now, on the paperwork, when you're filling this out online and print everything out, there's a spot down at each section. And I remember I told you about how like the gold is a section, the Morgan dollars would be a section, the tokens would be a section. There's a spot down below to go ahead and write your credit card information down, right, on that spot. So that way it's all taken care of, all said and done. You don't got to worry about anything. I don't know what happened to that. Apparently NGC has no idea what happened to that either. That was lost. And I asked about it. I was like, you guys don't have my payment information? They're like, nope, we don't have that. So somebody has my payment information. I don't know if the garbage guy has it or who is holding on to my credit card and my information. I don't know. NGC lost it, and they're just like, don't have it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. That's kind of crazy to me. But 4 pages were done with my credit card information. All 4 pages lost. Whatever. So I had to give them my credit card information over the phone. They were super nice on the phone, willing to take that, no problem, get my credit card information down. I will say that the customer service aspect was quick and they were nice. So The NGC says, hey, we recommend you do registered mail. I'll tell you right now that USPS registered mail is a pain in the rear end, but when the postman explained to me how registered mail works, it made me feel a lot more confident sending out a decent, price worth of coins out to them. This is about a $7,000 package, probably a little bit higher than that actually, now that they're graded and the value is out there. Probably a little bit more valuable than that. The postman explained to me, hey, all this wrapping and stuff and all this checks and balances on the registered mail, it goes from hand to hand to hand. It never touches, just a truck and gets left. So when he took the box from me after it was all wrapped up correctly, he brought it right to a locker where it gets, under lock and key and 24-hour video surveillance. And then when the person comes to pick that box up, it gets hand delivered to that next person, and then that next person hand delivers it to whoever it's going to that has to sign for that. So it's very protected, and also is a way to actually have your coins insured. Regular, priority or first class mail, they don't guarantee bullion products, so you're going to want to use registered mail. And so NGC in that aspect was correct. Now, oddly enough, when they sent my coins back to me, it was sent in a box kind of like this right here, and via FedEx, and it was separated, all the coins, via these little cardboard holders. So no more like little plastic, hard plastic little protectors. It was just this right here, which I thought was kind of lame, to be honest with you, but that's just my feeling on it. I brought the coins in and had it set up registered mail and given to the post office on February 1st. On February 2nd, I received information that that box had been delivered to whoever was at NGC picking up boxes, and they signed for it the very next day. So February 1st, I put these in the mail. February 2nd, they said, we got these. The website did not show that I had any of my coins with them, and they said that they don't actually receive my package until February 27th. So 25 days later after they received it, they said that they received it. So, okay. All right. That's fine. I finally got these coins back April 12th. That was a long time. Every single day I was like checking the website, seeing if something changed on there. Every now and then something would change, but I was trying to be very patient and not call them up and be like, what's going on? It was a long process for sure. I realized the coin collecting hobby is getting bigger and bigger every day, and that's probably what's going on. Some coin grading companies are not even taking submissions right now, and they're even having longer wait times than NGC. So it is what it is. What are we going to do? If we want to get this done, we're going to have to wait, and it is what it is. Also, when they sent me an invoice after it was all said and done showing me all my costs and everything, they actually messed up. They overcharged me, and I had to call them and be like, hey, you overcharged. And they were like, oh, yep, we found the mistake. We'll go ahead and credit your credit card for that. No problem. So make sure you look at your invoice afterwards, because they do make mistakes. They made a mistake on mine. Unfortunately, that happened, because now I got to talk about it. But make sure you check out what you're actually paying for, and question anything you have. I thought it was also weird that on their website, now you're paying for the grading service by becoming a member, and then you're paying for every step of the way as far as having this coin graded, having this type of coin graded, you're paying handling, you're paying all these fees, right? You're paying a good amount of money now to have this done. Some really expensive coins have like a percentage of their value is what you actually have to pay to have them graded as. That's crazy to me. But then NGC's website is ads. They have ads on there. And I went onto their website and I saw ads for like United Healthcare, some different coin boxes and things like that, which I assume that they're targeted ads. But I just thought it was so weird that NGC is just trying to get that little extra amount of money by putting ads on their website. Kind of crazy to me. I don't agree with that, but again, that's just my opinion. And the conservation thing, the way they did it, the way they basically said that they believed that it would help the coin, and to me, it hurt the coin, and that there was nothing. I just ended up paying for it, and they're just like, yep. They didn't even tell me like, hey, it did or didn't work. They just sent the coins back, and surprise, that's what you end up getting. They were real happy to tell me that they thought that the conservation option would work. But, and here's, please give me your credit card for it, but not a, hey, bad news, man, that thing did not come out good. Anyways, so some things I like, some things I don't like. Overall, like I said, I would do it again, because what are my options? What are my options? I only have a few to choose from, and NGC, in my opinion, have the best customer service. If you are on Instagram and you go talk to NGC, for me personally, I've had a response back within hours from somebody from NGC. Now, they're not one of the coin graders, but they are somebody that works with NGC, and they're pretty good at answering a lot of questions. They can't answer them all, but splickety, so quick. Lickety split. That's the words I was looking for. Whereas PCGS, in my experience, they don't really get back to you. It's been, I don't know, 5-6 years now. It's kind of a running joke that I'm still waiting for an email back from PCGS about a question I had for them about 5 or 6 years. So I am holding my breath for that. So tell me what you think down below in the comments. Whatever, good, bad, indifferent. I showed you my full experience, and that's what I have to say about that. Like I said, if you like this video, of course, I would like to do more, and I will have more coins graded by NGC, because there's a few coins that I want to have in plastic, because I'm a plastic kind of fellow. I don't know what to tell you. I'll definitely take a better look at some of the coins. Like, now I see some of those really light scratches where I didn't really see them before. I got to get some probably better lighting than how I was looking at the coins to really see those. I remember I just put a bunch of coins out on the floor, and I just looked at them real quick, and I said, yep, that should be good. That should be good. I just wanted to get a group of them together. But next time I'll get a little bit more in depth with the lighting, and try to see those hairline marks, if there's some light cleaning that was done to the coin. And even though it's, like I said, like a common coin and not worth a whole lot, I still like to encapsulate the ones that have some nice toning to them and aren't cleaned. Anyways, that's my story. I got to go for now. It's long-winded, I know, but it was a fun experience. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Spegtacular. This guy is out. When I was a kid, we did this every day in school, and I believe we need to bring this back a little bit, and I'm going to start right now. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.